Okay, man, I can see myself. Wait, come back here. All right. Whoop. Blank. No. Tall, but I'm not tall. So, what's up? I just got some gear, and I'm gonna, unbox it for y'all. Let's hope I don't hurt myself doing this. What y'all think about this light right now? It's like kind of nice, bro. This light kind of nice. Nah, let's start signing up. I don't think I should start an unboxing of this, to be honest. So we're gonna save that for later because this is part of a bigger thing that we're gonna see. And I really hope, like, I feel like I have no headroom. Like, first things first, right? This right here, I need another cam. Let's see this. Can't believe it came out like this. Well, I expected it to look better. So yeah, so for y'all that don't know, this is a Menace arm kit, right? And I don't think I'm gonna use this. This is a Menace arm kit, right? So this will allow you, if you line it up properly, you put a pole through here, a speed rail is what it's called, and that'll allow you to hang heavy light fixtures over camera, over talent, over a set, you know what I mean? So I bought one of these mainly because of Antonio. He said this is something that could really be used on island, and it was not available on island. And for what it does, and I saw that the usability of this one thing, even though I personally wouldn't be using it, I saw that it could potentially be used locally. So I decided to buy it. And with Koga having hopes, or with me having hopes for Koga to become a rental company in the future, this would be one of something that I'd rent to mainly Antonio, because Antonio will be the one rigging it up, and he'd be the one saying to productions, oh yeah, we need this in order to do this. So bought this for that reason. Yeah, I bought a power line adapter. Need one of these. This, mainly bought this. Boom. Bought this. For this is a Stinger, or a heavy duty power extension cable. This should be 50 feet. Yeah, this is 50 feet. Then what is this? I think that's toxic. This will be with me wherever I bring lights and whatnot. So this is just dope to have. This is really dope to have. I want to get another one, like a 12-foot, to also have, because obviously 50 feet is kind of overkill. I actually have no idea what's in here. This is from Tilta. This should be a dummy battery. Boom. So yeah, this is a dummy battery for my R5C. This is a dummy battery to USB-C terminating. Yeah, and that means somewhere in here should be, I also got a one that terminates to D-top. So I have 2 dummy batteries, 1 USB-C, one terminating the D-top, and that's just so I have options. Just in case I'm not running a V-mount battery, I have my portable power bank. I can run the USB-C option, or if I'm not running if I'm running my V-mount battery, I can run the D-top option. So I just wanted versatility. This one's from Condor Blue. The D-top one is from Condor Blue, and this USB-C one is from Tilta. But got flash gels. Yeah, I got different flash gels. These are for my Godox 600. So these go right on the bulb. Oh, okay. This right here is my 600. This is the bulb. I hope with these gels is that they fit right. Oh, they don't fit perfectly though. I thought they'd fit perfectly. So they'd go over like so. This is a half warm gel. So this is what I'd use. So like if you're on island anywhere like Marriott, right? I'd put probably a half or a full on here if I'm using flash in the Marriott ballroom, because in there has warm light, and this is not bicolor. This is monolight. This will give me like a color temperature around 5600 Kelvin. This will bring it more to a warmer light and just closely match the light. So when I do use flash, or if I do use flash in a scenario like that, I can I wouldn't have differing color temperatures from the thing. I wouldn't have, yeah, it's just a better match in post. So on like one side of the picture it's 5600 Kelvin, and the other side of the picture it's 6500 Kelvin. I don't know. Yeah, it's a very much a photographer thing. I feel like these are just very useful. And if your flash isn't bicolor, I think the new 8600 Pro, the new 8600 Pro and the 8200 Pro are bicolor. So I wouldn't need these if I got those flashes. But since my flash is monocolor, I need these to better match my light source, to match light source in different environments. This I think will just give a more professional look to my photos. It'll look more consistent, you know what I mean? These here, I'm just gonna open one since both are the same thing. These are the small rig stainless steel screw set for camera accessories. So yeah, these are just extra small ring screws. And I figured I need these for a build I'm doing later on for actually the very next item, which is I got the RS4 Pro. I'm not a big gimbal shooter. I've rented a gimbal twice from my friend Bruce over at Seal, and every time I've rented it, I just didn't use it. And I think I very much have a mindset where if it's not working or if it takes too long, you know, if I feel like it's slowing me down, I just drop it. And in both situations, I felt like the gimbal would have been a hassle, but I feel like that feeling came from a place from inexperience. And with the R5C being a fixed sensor camera and not having any body image stabilization, I feel like just so I can get some more dynamic shots, getting a gimbal is necessary. But I didn't want to keep on borrowing other people's gimbals or renting out gimbals, and so I bought my own gimbal. Maybe I could potentially rent this out too. This was a purchase that needed to happen sooner or later, and with the RS4 coming out, I figured it'd be like the perfect time to get it, because I also do plan to get the LiDAR modules and just the LiDAR set. because I know that'll be another thing I could potentially rent out. But there's levels to this. There's definitely levels to this. So boom. Wow. Nah, it kind of feels nice owning my own gimbal. Like, this is super nice. But yeah, that was mainly this, because I bought this was the main reason why I bought these. Because I did a job, I helped out with a job a few weeks ago. They wanted me on a gimbal using my camera. Cool. Problem is, my camera's battery life is trash. Hence why I want to come up with a system to use the gimbal with dummy batteries going through a V-mount mounted on the side. I want it mounted on the side, so it gives me the possibility of mounting the Raven eye on the bottom. But now that I think about it, I could just mount the Raven eye on the top. I'm actually kind of upset about that now. But yeah, this is the gimbal. This is the gimbal here. Let's see what we have here. Oh, these are a bunch of cables. They just oh my days. A bunch of cables. I have no idea. Oh, they're labeled. Oh, cool, they're labeled. I know what cables do now. Fantastic. Great. Boom. The Raven eye. I will still be buying a wireless transmission system at some point. But no, this is dope. And then the bad boy itself, the RS4 Pro mod. Now mod. I know Jordan's gonna flip when he sees this. Well, I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna get on a call with him. And I completely forgot how this was in the case. Yeah, I know this is probably not much of an unboxing. I'm trying to do the best I can. But yeah, oh wait, was this like this? No. I feel like, no. No. No, this had to be like this. You can't tell me no different. I may be not smart, but I not stupid. Okay. In here we have instruction manuals. Dope. And I should probably put back the Raven eye along with the all these cable mumbo jumbo. So at some point I'll set this up and I'll get into doing some gimbal shots. Hopefully I do this soon so I can do a little review as a first time gimbal owner. Oh, are these stickers? Oh yeah, if these are stickers, these are going on the Pelican. Yeah, I might actually read all these. I might actually read all this, or watch a video, or make Jordan explain everything to me. Dope. So wait, you got the combo kit, right? This is the combo kit. So where's the rest of the things? Okay, we got the extension plate. Dope. Yo, you know what this is? We need the overhead rig right now. That's what we need, the overhead rig. But we don't have that right now. Funds are low. We kind of broke right now. We bought all this stuff. Ooh. Focus motor. Dope. Dope. What's else in here? Oh, this is the regular plate that you see on everyone's. Oh wait, no. This is the thing that you put the thingy in, and then you get the focus motor, right? You get the focus motor, you put the rod in, and then you hit it with like one of these, and then this is the lens, and your camera's like right here, and then zzz, yeah, that. Very scientific definition. I need to watch a video on this because I didn't know this thing moves. Like this thing right here, I didn't know that. That just seems wrong for some reason. Okay, what's here? We have a thing for the lens, for the teeth, so the focus mode can work on non-cine lenses. An Allen key, lens support, and hardware. Dope. I think this is, oh, this is another thing that, oh, I think, yeah, this is support for the lens support. Support for the lens support. Yeah, let's just go with that. Boop. Next section, we have the handle. Dope. You know, battery. Probably gonna buy another one of these, the taller one, the extender, the one that gives you the more battery life. I forgot what it's called. I feel like Jordan's gonna watch this video, and then he's just gonna be like, "Oh, Joshua, this is called this. This is called this." Ooh, phone clip. Dope. So I don't need a monitor. Great, because as much as I like my small HD monitor, I don't use it anymore. So I can just use my phone. Dope. Okay. Now we got a part that you actually mount onto your camera. And see the release plate here. Slide this onto the gimbal, and then you're gimbaling. Boom. So all there that's left is we got 2 more boxes. Yeah, this one of them. Yeah, y'all see that, right? Boom. So this right here is my new light. Comes with a trolley case. Dope. So for anyone wondering, right? Ooh. Oh. This right here is the Forza 720B. Now I know the new aperture light just came out, but that's $3,000, and this is like half the price. And I really like this light. I really wanted this light mainly because I was influenced by other YouTubers like Carlos Stigliano. I know he's a very avid non-light user, and Justin Porter and Kofi. They really influenced my decision into buying this light. And mainly I really wanted something, the brightest light I could possibly get. And I know this is cheaper than a 600, brighter than a 600. And it also offers dimming by 0.1%, which what I hear from like other videographers and jobs that I've been on, that a 0.1% in power can make a huge difference. So yes, so this is like what I'd say my first main professional video light. I do have my Godox VL150 that's lighting me right now. It's monocolor. Overall, I'm just planning to buy a whole non-light suite because my decision to go non-light instead of aperture is, one, aperture is kind of cheaper on the beginning. Like if you want to get for a cheaper light, you have the Amaran brand, and that's cheaper. But non-light's cheaper on the higher end, because like I said, this is brighter than a 600 while cheaper. So I think a 600 starts at like 2,000. This starts at 1,500, which is fantastic for what I'm getting. The only downside is that I'm not the 600. I'm pretty sure you get a 600 that is waterproof. This is unfortunately not waterproof, but I'm not been in situations where I need a waterproof light. That's very minimal. to me, even though with this caliber of light, this is would be great for like shining out windows, you know. But yeah, that summing up, this, yeah, I bought it because it's bright and it's cheap, and I like non-light and non-light's offerings and what they have compared to Aperture. I will probably still end up buying Aperture at some point once I develop a system to control those, because the whole reason of me going with one brand is for app control, so I can control all my lights with one app. I also bought this. I was talking about ecosystems and stuff, and Andrew Locke from Gaffer and Gear, that if you're gonna buy any light, make sure he has reviewed it first. He's very technical, and his videos are overall just very informative. That's why I bought this light, just due to the color accuracy of the light in itself. Yeah. But one thing he did say he didn't like about non-lights products were the head leads, which are these right here. Say, I think he said these were these are PVC or something like that, and they retain memory a lot. So that's bad, I guess. But I think that's mainly for colder climates, that they could like get brittle on you, and it came out as hot as hell. So I don't think I'll be having that problem. Hey, yo, that's the ballast. Yo, this is heavy. Oh, one more thing I like about non-lights products is that you can see here for the input power and the output, it's all on the same side. Aperture, you'd have the cable running to the light fixture on top, and then the power cable on the bottom. Boom! Oh my days! I can leave the ballast on, the clamp on the ballast, and it fits in perfectly. But like, see, ballast right here, just slides right. Oh my days, yo! Put it back. Wait! Oh, this is better than a sticker. Yo, this is a diagram on how to put it back in the case, bro. This is a diagram on how to put it back in the case. That's ridiculous. Oh, another reason why I wanted a bright light, because it's a bright light. I'm pretty sure, I know someone else has this on island, but at the moment, I think I'm the only person on island with a light this bright, with a point source light this bright, that'll be willing to rent it out. This is another rental product that I would be having. Now, the products that I'll be showcasing now are what I bought because I bought this light. So crazy. Yeah, this ain't for me. It's for my dad. Whoops. Which I know got to be for me because this is from B&H. I buy everything from B&H. Oh, it came in one thing. Super convenient. So, it's right here. I bought two soft boxes to go with this. This is a 28 and a 36. Both by Angler. I went with this brand because one, it was cheaper than non-light or Aperture. Two, I'm really liking these carrying cases. Just notice one thing. These are flat. These soft boxes are flat. Like, they lay down flat, they pack up flat. Which is great. I couldn't find any reviews on it. This is probably the only thing I bought that I didn't find a review on. Or a review for this model. But these are the instructions. And I think this is actually going to be the only thing that I sort of set up. So the light comes like this. This is the fast box. This is the fastbox system. So light comes like this, and if I remember the video correctly, I come in with this with the actual mount, lay it down like so. I think I gotta screw this bit in. I gotta screw all these the bits. Screwing all the bits. Oh, give me 1 second. So I don't think I actually have to. I think this should be able to pot down with the mount actually still connected in the light itself. So lights like this, what I gotta do is, you know, this. What I gotta do. Bruh, that's gonna be so quick. What do you mean? That's spring loaded. Be careful. Don't do as I just did. So you mean just. It's kind of hard to set up. I'm not gonna lie, but. I can get that faster. I can get that way faster. But the fact is, it's set up, bro. Like that's parked down. What do you mean? That's parked down, bro. What do you mean? Like that's set up, parked down. Set up, parked down. Set up. I mean, yo, like it takes a bit of strength. Some strength to do it, but yo, quick, bro. It's quick. Velcro on that grid is strong, like super strong. All set up. I'll have to do maybe a better in-depth review on the grid, or if that's something any of you are interested in. But nah, bro. Popped up. Boom. Okay. I threw the bag all the way down there. Give me 1 second. Got the bag. Now, do you fit? Oh, maybe I should actually do it this way. Boom. All of that fits in the case, ready to go. So Angler softboxes, the 28 and the 36. This is something I will buy again. I'll probably end up buying, I think they have a 48. I am probably going to end up getting that. But now we're down to our last few things. And now this is less of a surprise now that I unveiled the light in itself. So these are barn doors. And I have barn doors. These are essentially used for cutting light, right? Super dope. But I have barn doors because I came with this product here. And this is the, for now, well, it's advertised for the 4s of 500 and the 300. But I bought it for now because I'm like, okay, the 700 is the 720 is the brightest light in their lineup, but obviously the 720 mono is brighter than the 720 bicolor, which I have. So to maximize my light, I bought a Fresnel attachment, which will essentially, with these rivets here, will focus the light in a straighter angle, so I get a brighter light. So I already have like the brightest light that I could, like the best brightest light under $2,000. Plus I have the Fresnel attachment, and that makes it even brighter on top of that. That just makes sense, I feel. So, but yeah, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be doing my own little tests with the Forza 20B soon. I want to say soon. If you're in Cayman, most of this stuff is for rent, just ask. And another thing I kind of want to show y'all, like, y'all gonna have to ignore my room right now, but if you wondering about how the light hitting your boy so nice, right? I kind of have like a B-Tech cheap book light going on here. So this is a V flat on the white side with can you see, that's my VL150 in there. And then this is a diffusion. This is a sheet of diffusion, struggling to hold on to the actual V flat. You know what I mean? There's a one little piece of grip tape holding this. But yeah, that's what's giving me this nice light right here. Yeah, if you liked the video, drop a comment. If you didn't, still drop a comment. Tell me what you didn't like about the video. I hope it's not too long. I've been filming for an hour, and I know some of the unboxing in itself took a bit long. So, what was I gonna say? Do got like or whatever. Tell me what really tell me what you think about the unboxing. Any tips you may have for me. If you're a local, if you're a Caymanian, these things are up for rent. I just really hope you found the content entertaining, and go get some EXP. One last thing. Finally got my business cards. My mother chose these. They're translucent, pretty cool. There have been so many situations in which people have asked me for these, and I simply just didn't have business cards at the time because I was spending my money on gear. So I'm really happy that I have these now.